G'day, Andy here. Andy's All Journeys, as you might know. And this is a little thing that I'm going to call CovidCam. Today is the 25th of March. It's a Wednesday. Here in Australia, we've sort of been on, it's not a full lockdown. Essential services are still running. My job's likely to not be particularly affected in as much as it's still going to exist because I work in disability care. So, but a lot of people are lining up at Centrelink, which is where you get the dole here in Australia, and things like that, because probably hundreds of thousands, if not millions, because a lot of the country is shut down, everything but essential services. Apparently essential services include hairdressers and bottle shops. As in the UK you might call them off licenses. What do they call them in the States? I don't know. Booze stores. So anyway, I'm heading off to the supermarket to try and get a couple of little things. As you can see, it's pretty quiet, so why don't you come for a little drive with me, and we'll see how the world is faring, the Australia is faring. In times of most lockdowns, what we're allowed to do is we are allowed to go to the supermarket and get essential supplies. So supermarkets are essential. Pharmacies are essential, petrol stations are essential, and you can get yourself takeaway food, but there's no sit-down restaurants. You can't sit down in a restaurant at the moment, or a cafe or whatever, anything like that. So let's go for a little drive and see how we fare. I might grab some Subway for lunch too. We'll see how things are happening in Subway. I won't hold this thing on the main roads, but as you can see, suburbia, whoa, is, look, people walking around in pyjamas with their dogs. I might go for a walk later today. And not a lot happening. Not that this is the world's busiest road, but not a lot happening on the streets at the moment. So, looks like people are pretty much obeying the lockdown rules, I guess, although there have obviously been cases of people not doing that. And you are allowed to walk, you're just not allowed to walk in groups or anything like that. And you've got to keep social distancing, so you've got to keep 2 arms lengths away from the nearest person, whoever that may be, as you pass them on the street. But it's, I know this is suburbia, and it is a Wednesday, but by gosh, this is pretty quiet, which is what you'd expect, I guess. How's it going for you out there? Wherever you are in the world, how are you coping with all this? But, there's a few people about. And over there you can see workmen. People still don't give way. There's a school over there. Schools are pretty much closed. I've arrived here at the local shopping centre that I usually go to, and things are quite open. In fact, there's like a thrift shop open. I'm not sure how that's an essential service, so that's really interesting. We've got a huge Bunnings warehouse, which is our largest hardware chain in the country, in Australia. Bunnings warehouse is open. They are considered essential service. Australian Post, I think, is open. That's an essential service. Got cafes, Subway, bakery, newsagent. Don't know if newsagents is a essential service, but it still gives you the news. Anyway, I'm going to get out of the car and have a look and what I really need is a little bit of pasta and some sauce, which wasn't available a couple of days ago when I was last at the supermarket. So I'm going to see if I can find that today. So wish me luck on that. We'll see. Okay, the massage place is closed. The barber is closed. Chemist Warehouse is open. Sushi is open. Newsagents, Baker Delight over there open. And of course, supermarket. Down here you've got marks on the floor where you're supposed to stand to make sure social distancing is done. What we got there, that's empty section here. This is juices, I think. Yeah, this is juices. So nothing on the juice section. Oh, we do have some pasta. This is the fresh pasta, which is easier to get your hands on than the dry pasta at the moment. Bit of beef bolognese sauce. Oh wait. Yeah, so that's got me happy enough. Eggs have just disappeared off the shelves like you wouldn't believe. How are we going on the bread aisle? Plenty of bread. Milk's a little thin. Now what we're heading towards is the toilet paper. And unfortunately this here is very typical. Absolutely nothing happening in the toilet paper section, you know? Which is still, nobody knows why. People decided that toilet paper was the thing to panic buy. But that's what's happened. And it's not just an Australia-wide phenomenon. Even the ice cream is a bit low. Panic buying ice cream. Not sure. I believe everybody has bought a freezer as well. Success. Pasta has been successfully bought now. So now we're going to see if I can get myself a Subway. I'm sure I'll be able to. Here you have Subway. Oh, look. A few people in there, so that's good news. So that's pretty much that. I talked to the girl who works there because I come here a bit, and she said that things have been alright up until today as far as sales go. So anyway, I got myself a sub, a couple of drinks with it. Saying things get really quiet at night now because the supermarkets are closing earlier so that they can restock. So they close at 8 instead of 10 or 11. I'm not sure what time they went to. Over here. I'm really not sure why that little thrift store is open. That's not sure what essential services they are. Anyway, I guess I don't know if it's people's choice. I don't know how they enforce it. Anyway, thanks for coming along on my little shopping journey. And I'll be back later with another CovidCam. Maybe when I go for a walk or something. Cheers.